Morning to everyone. Before we will start, thank you, Madam Lucy. And now may I ask the head of the Bank Secretariat, Engineer Manuel Novincino Jr., to please take the roll call.
Present for today's private conference, our back chairman, Engineer Jose Wilson Manongsong, back members, back vice chairman, Engineer Oscar Kirimit, back members, Engineer Rijan Taka, and Engineer Raymond Yones, members of the technical working group, Engineer Maya Rabang, and Engineer David Fatno. For the back secretariat, headed by yours truly, Engineer Manuel Novincino Jr., with back secretariat members, Madam Brenda Morales, Madam Josepina Manuel, and Mr. Rolando Manuel. Since the majority of the back members are present, there is a quorum.
Thank you, Sir Manny. Today's procurement activities, the private conference of one civil works project with contract ID 24AI 254, construction improvement of cold water line system, built with 6 stages, filterizational and shed at DPWH Pangasinan, 3rd DEO main building, Tumana, Rosales, Pangasinan. This private conference is being conducted to give the prospective bidders a chance to clarify issues relating to the contract and to the project. Now, Ms. Coy, may I call on the members of the technical working group, Engineer Maya Rabang, to discuss the eligibility, technical, and financial requirements of the contracts to be bid.
Good morning. The documents to be submitted by the bidders, bid submission may be done manually or electronically or online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in PDS ITB Clause 21, DO number 87, Series of 2020. Electronic submission and receipt of bids for the procurement of civil works contracts. All electronic bids must be sent to the email address electronicbids_pangasinan@dpwh.gov.ph. Each bidder shall submit one original copy of the first and second components of its bid. The checklist of technical and financial documents. First, technical proposal, Class A documents or legal documents. Valid field jobs registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR. The technical documents, the statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature, and complexity to the contract. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. Special PCAB license in case of joint ventures, and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Original copy of bid security, if in the form of surety bond, submit also certification issued by the Insurance Commission, or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration and bid validity period 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. Bid security validity period 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. The bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration or any form of bid security enumerated below. First, cash or cashier's manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, and bank draft guarantee or irrevocable LC issued by a universal or commercial bank for the amount of bid security not less than percentage of ABC is 2%. For surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security, 5%. Project requirements, which shall include the following. Organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors, key personnel, example, project manager, project engineers, material engineers, and foreman, to be assigned to the contract to be bid, with their complete qualification and experience date. For key personnel project manager, the minimum years of similar experience is 5 years. 1 project engineer, 5 years. 1 materials engineer, DPWH accredited materials engineer 1. 1 foreman, 5 years. List of contractors, major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment, lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be, and original duly signed omnibus warrant statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. For financial documents, the prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity or NFCC. NFCC is equal to current assets minus current liabilities times 15 minus value of unfinished projects including awarded projects not yet started coinciding with the contract to be bid. For Class B documents, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. Financial proposal, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form and other documentary requirements under RA number 9184. Original of duly signed bid prices in the bid bill of quantities. Duly accomplished detailed estimates form including a summary sheet indicating the cash flow by quarter. Criteria and procedure for detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award. The financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using a non-discretionary criteria including arithmetical corrections for computational errors and thus determining the correct total calculated bid prices. The batch shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid prices which exceeds the APC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices. Completeness. No price in required item non-complying, indicating a 0 or a dash fee to the GOP. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical corrections, bid prices in figures versus words prevails, total price versus unit price per item, unit price prevails, total price versus actual sum of component times actual prevails, unit cost in detailed estimates versus unit cost in BOQ, latter prevails. If above ABC, non-compliant. Post-qualification. Verification of legal requirements, licenses, certificates, permits, non-inclusion in blacklist. Technical requirements. Single largest completed contract or SLCC similar to the contract. Key personnel, minimum work experience required should be satisfied. Availability and commitment of major construction equipment. Failure of the prospective bidder to state a complete technical description of pledged equipment and the specific bidder's automatic location, whether owned, leased, or under purchased agreement, shall result in the bidder's automatic post-disqualification for award of contract and forfeiture of its bid security per DEO number 58 series of 2012. Performance in ongoing government and private contracts. Negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of two or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair work and complete ongoing contracts in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance in the prescribed date after the receipt of the notice of defects and failures. Substandard quality of works or unsatisfactory performance per contractor and conditions at the time of inspection. Liquidated damages currently imposed on the contractor. DEO 127 Series 2018 strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of the post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. Authenticity and correctness of bid security. For financial requirements, audited financial statements, especially current assets and liabilities, up-to-date value of all outstanding or uncompleted works under ongoing and awarded contracts, and updated MFCC versus ABC. Notes on the personnel and equipment requirement of the project. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that, first, the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract. Second, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of implementing office. The bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under bidding. This certification shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Also, to be verified during post-qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected. If any equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be disqualified. Contract of award. The contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid. As a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted, the successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of notice of award with the bid validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 10 days upon receipt thereof in accordance with Section 37.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Common reasons for rejection of bids, ineligibility, and post-disqualification of bidder. First, failure to submit original copy of the surety bond certified by the Insurance Commission, indicating the name of project, the procuring entity, and the name of contractor. Second, shorter bid validity and bid security validity period. Third, overlapping of pledged equipment and committed technical personnel. And fourth, failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form. Fifth, non-submission of bid. Sixth, failure to submit supporting documents, sample certification of availability of equipment. Seventh, negative slippage into ongoing projects, negative 15% or more, or negative 10% in each of two or more projects. Eight, unsatisfactory CPES rating. And ninth, incomplete pages of bid documents, technical and financial. Common errors in the submission of bids. Authority of the signatory to sign on behalf of the bidder. Single proprietor. Signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. Corporation or cooperative. Board secretary certificate and board's resolution. Joint venture resolution or agreement. Partnership as indicated in the articles of partnership. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Ginanawa. For further details, further elaborate or discuss the project's technical component, may I call on Engineer David Maglo.
Morning, sir. For the contract ID number 24AI0254, with contract name Construction Improvement of Core Waterline System, DPWH with 6 stages Filterizational and Shade. DPWH DPWH main building, Tumana, Rosales, Pangasinan. Scope of work, item description, construction or improvement of core waterline system with DPWH with 6 stages, filterizational and shell. Approved value for the contract is 1.5 million. Contract duration 30 calendar days. For the receipt and opening of bids scheduled on June 19, 2024 at 9:30 a.m. at DPWH Conference Room, Tumana, Rosales, Pangasinan. For the submission of electronic bids, DPWH e-bid portal, electronic bids _ Pangasinan Code at dpwh.gov.ph. For our YouTube live streaming account, youtube.com/dpwh-pangasinan-DEO. That's all, sir.
Thank you, Engineer Bagno. For further details, the prospective bidders can get a copy of the minutes of this previous conference, not later than 5 days. So, are there more issues and concern before we will end this previous conference? In view of the motion of Engineer Oscar Pyramid, in view of seconded by Engineer Rajat, in no objection by Engineer Raymond Yunes, we hereby declare that this previous conference be adjourned. Let's be back at 9:30 for the opening bids.